AccuQuilt's Chief Marketing Officer, and I want to welcome all of you to our Winter Wonderland launch party today.
We're so excited to be here. We have our cocoa and our flannels on. We're ready.
All right. We've got some really exciting new dies to reveal to you, but first let me introduce you to our hosts for today, Pam and Erica.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming.
Excited to be here.
All right. This is going to be such a great show. How are you ladies?
We're doing well. We're excited about our new dies.
Yeah, it's so exciting. And can't wait to reveal them. Here at AccuQuilt, we've been working hard to design and develop innovative new products that will add joy to your sewing and quilting experiences and make cutting fabric easy, fast, accurate, and safe. We're working to inspire makers everywhere to experience the joy of quilting.
So let's get this party started.
Let's do.
We are so excited to show off what we've been working on behind the scenes. Now, as always, we've got a lot planned for our party. Fun with great prizes, exciting project ideas, an inspirational trunk show, and special offers that are only available today for attendees.
All right, Pam and Erica, I'm going to leave the big reveal in your hands for now.
Okay.
While I go greet a special visitor.
Excellent. Cheers.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Yes, they'll be joining this party in a little bit. Have a great show.
Thanks so much, Lynn.
Okay, well, I wonder who that guest is.
I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know.
All right. Well, let's get started.
Okay, well, I am too excited about these new dies not to just jump right in.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's take a look.
Good, because I need to. Quilters, 'tis the season for a little refresh. AccuQuilt is introducing 3 new dies for busting stashes, updating decor, and treating your sewing circle. Let's first welcome our new friend, the Gnome. This applique die includes 5 hard-to-cut shapes for the gnome hat, beard, body, nose, and shoes. Cut up to 4 layers of pre-fused cotton quilting fabric, or get creative with wool, felt, flannel, fleece, cuddle, monkey fur, and more to give your gnome a unique look. Add this to garden and home decor projects, and you'll be saying, "Gnome, sweet gnome." If you love making handmade gifts, the Go Pin Cushion is the perfect excuse to treat yourself so you can treat others. This do-it-yourself project die cuts the shapes needed for a 3-inch square pin cushion that sits 2 inches tall. In just one pass through the cutter, you'll have all the pieces needed to create 3 pin cushions. The Go Pin Cushion also includes 2 applique shapes for a sewing machine and a spool to add some flair to this or other sewing projects. Add buttons, ribbon, and embroidery, then stuff with walnut shells, stuffing, rice, steel wool, or plastic beads. Personalize for a quilter you love, or all for you and your sewing room. And if you just want a new block to piece, we're bringing the Go Arkansas Traveler 12-inch finished block on board die to our collection. Cut all the shapes you need for one 4-color quilt block in just one pass through the cutter. All block and board dies featured specialized dog ears and a 1/4-inch seam allowance for easy piecing and alignment. Each new die is compatible with all our Go cutters and the Studio cutter with the appropriate adapter. All applique shapes have 3 free embroidery files in satin, blanket, and motif stitches. From holiday and garden theme patterns to decor and gifting, these new dies will be a great way to treat your friends and refresh your home for the season. Remember, at AccuQuilt, we're excited to spread the joy of quilting by helping you cut time so you can quilt more. Oh my gosh, are you so excited?
Love these new dies.
Okay, how many of you guessed that we were going to have a gnome die? Raise your hand. Yeah, it's so exciting. Erica's been waiting to talk about it for days.
Yes.
For days. All right, quilters, first let's get started. Let's talk about the Arkansas Traveler die. I've seen firsthand how much quilters love the Arkansas Traveler die from all of our in-store events.
Yes.
Now, quilters, previously, this die was only available through our AccuQuilt retailers. However, because so many of you told us how much you loved this die, we decided to make it available wherever you shop for your Go products.
That's right. The next one is our Go pincushion die.
You made so many pincushions.
I did. I love this die. Once I got started, I couldn't stop myself. There are so many creative options, and what quilter doesn't love making something fun and creative and useful for their sewing space? Plus, they make amazing gifts.
They do, and they're so easy to put together. And finally, okay, you've been asking, we gave him to you. We have a gnome. I'm so excited about him. He is so cute, and we have so many ideas that we're already thinking about.
Oh, just
and how
wait
to
till
use
you
them.
see.
Yep, it's going to be exciting. All right, now quilters, if you've watched an AccuQuilt launch party before, you know that Eric and I, we love a good deal.
Yep.
So we put together a really special bundle so you can pick up all three of these new dies together. Today only, we are offering our very special Gnome Sweet Gnome die bundle. In this bundle, you're going to get the Go Arkansas Traveler die, which finishes to a 12-inch block, which is a perfect size block.
Great.
It retails for $79.99. You're going to also get the Go Pincushion Project die. It also retails for $79.99. And that super cute gnome die retails for $29.99.
Yep.
We're going to give you 2 free cutting mats, and which includes the 6x24 mat, which retails for $18.99.
Right.
And the 6x6 cutting mat, which retails for $9.99, and a free 6x24 ruler, so you can start stub cutting your fabric, right? It retails for $19.95. Now, all of these items, if you purchase them together, would be $244. But for today's event, while quantities last, it's only $194. Erica, that's a savings of almost $50.
That's right. Now, quilters, we know you don't want to miss a minute of our launch party. But we ran out of stock soon after our last launch party.
Long before midnight.
So if you want to get your order in right now during the show, you can use your phone's camera to capture the QR code that's on the screen. It's going to take you right to our website. If you don't have a QR reader, don't worry.
No, don't worry.
Go to the very top of your internet browser and click the little plus symbol. That's going to open a new tab. Now, in that very top search box, type in AccuQuilt.com/party, and you can see our bundle and place your order.
Yep.
Now, the bundle is compatible with all of our Go cutters.
All of them.
So, buy it now. Those of you in the contiguous United States are going to receive free shipping. You don't need a code or anything.
Oh my goodness. So think about that, quilters. We're giving you free mats and a free ruler and free shipping. Oh, it's amazing. Now listen, you can also purchase these dies individually at AccuQuilt.com or from your local AccuQuilt retailer. We think if you're buying them separately, gnomes come in pairs.
Yes, so you'll want to get a gnome and give a gnome.
Yeah, give a gnome. I love it. To find the closest retailer next to you, check out the store locator at the top of our website.
That's right.
All right, now quilters, we know that our dies and fabric cutters are an investment. So AccuQuilt is now offering fast and easy financing with installments or split pay options depending on what works best for you in your life. For more information on financing through AccuQuilt, visit AccuQuilt.com/financing.
That's right. Okay, so since these dies have put us in a festive holiday frame of mind, we have invited 3 experts to join us and design winter decor projects, each using one of these new dies.
I'm so excited to see what they're going to do.
I know. Now, you lovely quilters at home get to watch and vote on which project creation you like the best.
Yes.
So let's meet our challengers. Our first challenger is Barbara. Now, she's been quilting for over 20 years. She's chosen the Go Arkansas Traveler die.
Oh, I'm so excited to see what Barbara's going to use.
She's so creative.
She is so creative. Next, we have Marianne, and she's had her passion for quilting since she was just 8 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, Marianne has selected the Go Pincushion die for her challenge.
She's going to come up with some good things, I think.
She does. She's so creative.
And our last challenger is Tammy. Tammy has over 40 years of quilting experience under her belt, and she loves gnomes. So she jumped at the chance to create a wintry project with the new Go Gnome die.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see what they're going to make. All right, now quilters, it wouldn't be a party without Eric and I giving away some goodies.
Right.
That's what we do.
It is.
Okay? So today we're going to give away one of each of these 3 new dies to some of you lucky quilters.
That's right.
And one of you is going to be the luckiest duck because you're going to get all 3 dies and be our grand prize winner. I'm excited.
Right.
For a chance to win, you need to have registered for this event. Now, our first winner will be receiving the Arkansas Traveler Bob die. And the winner is, are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Kate from Haverhill, Massachusetts.
Oh, congratulations,
Kate, thanks for joining
Oh,
us.
you're going to love this die.
I can hardly wait to see what she's going to do.
Okay, well, since we're in a giving mood,
We are.
we have some partners, some great partners who wanted to make sure that this party was really sweet for you. So our friends at Shannon Fabrics and Michael Miller Fabrics have provided some lovely fabrics for us to give away as part of the party.
We have coveted it for weeks.
We really have. So let's do that right now. Now we're going to start by giving one winner this gorgeous, beautiful Gnome bundle of fabric goodness by Michael Miller.
Isn't it fabulous?
It is so fun. Great gnome print. And these aren't just like fat quarters. These are real yardage.
This
you can
is
make
yardage.
a great project.
And look at
with
all
this.
of these fun colors. Oh, they're
So
just
fun.
wonderful. All right.
All right, and our winner for this is going to be Leanne M. from Post Falls, Idaho.
Leanne, congratulations. We're excited for you.
Such a fun bundle. And if you can't think of anything to do, just let Pam and I know. I'm sure we can come up with some ideas.
We can help you. Okay.
Well, now that we've got the party rolling, let's go back to Barbara and see why she picked the Arkansas Traveler for her challenge. Barbara, give us your details.
Thanks for asking, ladies. I picked the Arkansas Traveler Event Exclusive Bob or block on board. That means all the shapes that you need to make the block are on one board. This fits in all 3 of my cutters. It's fat quarter and scrap busting friendly. So let me show you some of the blocks I've made out of these very unique shapes. All of these shapes would be hard to cut by hand, and I would never attempt to do it. So this is very simple, kind of makes a chain design. So that's a very simple design. Or this one here, look at that. Look at all those colors that pop. This one I combined with my 12-inch cube, the half square triangle. Lots of possibilities adding this to your cube. Or what about the Hunter Star? It's a 6-inch block, finishes at 12. That would pair beautifully as well. You can play with color. This quilt on the wall is one I made my grandson. We call it the color quilt. And if you look at one of the blocks here, you can see that I played with color. Each side's different, and when they join the above block, it makes these colorful stars that come together. So, but the best thing about your Arkansas Traveler is that you can make 3 separate designs with each of the individual shapes themselves. You will definitely want to pick up a 6x12 mat because with A is 60-degree diamonds. Now, I know you can cut those with your strip die, but this has got notches, makes it really easy to match up and pair up. Let me show you some. So by just making the same simple block that we made for our Arkansas Traveler, you can put 6 of those together to come up with a star. Then you can go in and do kind of like that tumbling block and put it in the corner there. Or what about making colorful hexagons? Right here, I've used 3 of this same block to come up with these colorful little hexagons. Last but not least with shape A is I just cut a bunch of them. Remember, there's 4 on the board and you do 6 layers, so you can knock this out in no time. A really colorful table topper. Let's move on to shape B because it's those 2 little shapes right here. All right, here it is. If you sew a bunch of these together, you end up with a circle. Doesn't it look like a peppermint candy for Christmas? I just simply use a circle shape from another bob, which comes with the embroidery files, to put that down. And last but not least, we have shape C here. And that is this kind of tall, skinny triangle. Well, it makes for a beautiful border. Or you can sew a bunch of C's together and come up with tall, skinny diamonds themselves. So lots of ideas, lots of possibilities. I'm going to get busy on my home decor item, and I'll be back with you in just a minute.
Oh my goodness, what great ideas.
Oh my goodness. And I'm thinking of making the color quilt for Mason for Christmas.
Yes.
And what about the peppermint candies? Those
so
are so
cute.
cute. Now remember, quilters, you will be voting on the final projects and which one you like best. So be sure and stick around to see what they all come up with.
All right, let's show everybody that Arkansas Traveler
Let's
die.
talk about it. All right, so first of all, let's open this up here. First of all, this is going to fit in all of our cutters.
That's right.
And our studio cutter with the appropriate adapter.
Love it.
So a couple of things you want to recognize about it is the shapes are divided by color. And look, we've screen printed the letters on.
So smart.
For easy placement, it's going to be awesome. Also, we've given you that 1/4-inch seam allowance. We specialized the dog ears. Now, when you look here and you see the B and the BR, let me show you what BR stands for.
Good idea.
It stands for be right.
Oh.
It should just say the woman's side. Be right. We're
Be
just
right.
right. Okay? So here's our 4-patch. Here's our right, and here's our left side.
Yep.
Okay,
Perfect.
so as we do that. All right, so let's talk about how you're going to lay your fabric out on this die. So first of all, label at your belly lengthwise green, so we get that nice clean cut. You can cut up to 6 layers of cotton, but wouldn't this be fun in like flannels or some
You could do
others?
so many things with it. Scrappy.
Yeah.
I mean, this is very planned and very deliberate, but you could do it totally scrappy. I love that idea.
Yes. So basically what we've done is we've measured the shape around the, we've measured the shape and added a 1/4 of an inch on either side.
On either side. Perfect.
Yep. So I'm going to just put this here.
Put that there.
Put that there.
Shall
and
we
I
get a
have
go
2
cutter
colors.
out?
Let's get a go
Let's
cutter
do.
out.
How simple
All right.
is this?
Now look how easy this is for Erica to get her go cutter out.
Well, it is when Pam gets out of my way.
I
There we
do.
go.
There we
okay.
go.
Ta-da.
Ta-da, ta-da. Again, you can use all of our cutters. I want to make sure this fabric is right. You also want to make sure that you have a 6x24 cutting mat.
Yes.
Now, it's included in our bundle today. It's
Right.
free in our bundle.
Great
But
idea.
you want to make sure you have that. All right.
Okay.
Do you want to cut
I will.
pieces for us?
I will. Here we go.
Turn that lovely handle. So I love the idea that Barbara talked about of making it scrappy,
Oh,
using
yes.
that negative space. Just a great way to use it. No, there should be music playing. Or Erica
There
could
you
just
go.
sing.
Or I could just sing.
There you go.
Okay,
I'll
let me get this out of your way.
Look how easy we can fold up that go cutter.
Love it.
All right, now as it's come through the cutter, static is built up.
Yes, it has.
So you want to give it a little bit of love and then slide that mat, don't lift.
Perfect.
All right?
All
And
right.
we're just going to peel back our shapes.
Because it's not a Band-Aid, right?
It's not a Band-Aid, don't rip it off.
See, I
Holy
know what she
smokes.
says.
I know, we've been together a long time, Erica and I. Okay, so let's kind of talk about how we're going to build our block. The first thing that Erica and I are going to tell you is make a test block.
Yes.
Right?
Always.
Find some fabric that's in your stash, make it a little test block. So these pieces here are going to make this cool little 4-patch. Download the pattern. It's free
Yes.
at AccuQuilt.com. Do you know we have hundreds of free patterns
We
at AccuQuilt?
do. We do.
It's just amazing.
And if you download this one and maybe these aren't the colors you want to use, we've got this great program called Go Quilt, and you can pick your own colors.
Yeah.
See
You can
what
do-
it'll look like.
You can do whatever you want. Okay.
Or you could use that fabric bundle. So if you, who was our winner? She can make. She could make this.
She
with-
could.
Oh.
Yeah,
so
do that. And then post it. We'd
And
love
then
to
post
see
it.
it.
Show us.
Okay, so here's my BR
Yep.
piece
There we
and
go.
my B. Now, when I'm sewing this 4-patch together, I'm going to press to the dark side.
Okay.
Because then those pieces right here are going to nest.
I love that.
When we add those sections B and B right, you want to make sure you press your seams open.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yep.
then it's going to lay nice and
Yep.
flat, okay? And then you're going to just add this
Love it.
little piece here. Again, I'm going to tell you that you want to press your seams open.
And this looks like a really complicated block, but it's not. I mean, if
not.
you can sew your 1/4-inch seam allowance, you got it made.
Yes.
You're good. You're ready to go.
So when you sew your block together, it's going to look like this. Now, some of you, you're going to go, whoa, Pam and Erica, that's wonky.
Yep.
It's okay, the other side is wonky too, and that's how it fits together
Pigment job.
perfect. And look at this beautiful
Look
12-inch
at that
block.
marvelous block.
I just love this die. And again, a block and board, so it would work with your 12-inch cube.
Yep.
There are some other really great 12-inch
Yeah,
blocks.
wait till we get to the trunk show.
I know, I'm
You're
excited.
gonna love it.
Okay.
Okay. So don't forget, we are offering our very special Gnome Sweet Gnome die bundle for today's event. Now again, this bundle includes the Go Arkansas Traveler,
Right.
that's the 12-inch finished block, the Go Pin Cushion Project die, our Go Gnome, 2 free cutting mats, 6x24 and 6x6, and a free 6x24 ruler. Now, all of those items together normally would be $244, but for today's event, while quantities last, you're going to get a price of $194. That's a savings of nearly $50.
Oh, it's just amazing. Now, quilters, don't forget that bundle pricing is only available today until 12 midnight Central Time or while supplies last. Our last launch party, we sold out long before midnight.
We did.
So you don't want to make sure you're ordering today.
So if you want to get your order in right now during the show, you can use your phone's camera to capture the QR code that you see on the site here, and it'll take you right to our website.
It would.
If you don't have access to a QR reader, it's okay. Open a tab at the top of your browser, go to the very top and click on the plus sign. It'll open a new tab. In that very top box, type AccuQuilt.com/party, and you can see the bundle and place your order and not miss a minute of the show.
I know, it's so exciting, okay? Now, quilters, you can also find these these dies individually on our website or from your local AccuQuilt retailer. Remember, what does Erica say about gnomes? They go together.
They go together. They're in pairs. So you need one to keep and one to give.
Yeah, a gnome to give. To locate a retailer near you, to go to the top right of our website and find the store locator.
That's right.
All right, now again, folks, we have financing options.
Yes.
For more details, visit AccuQuilt.com/financing. They have different plans depending on what your needs are. You can do payments, you can do split pay. We want everyone to know the joy of quilting with AccuQuilt.
That's right.
All right. Let's check in with Mary Ann.
Oh, yes.
Now, she chose our Go Pin Cushion die for her challenge. I can hardly wait to see.
I know.
Mary Ann, what did you make when you chose this die?
Hey AccuQuilters, it's Mary Ann Fontana, and I chose the pin cushion die. I chose it because it's a do-it-yourself die, and it makes it so versatile. I mean, you can make pin cushions, which I did, but I've made so much more. Love the die, love it. Basically, it consists of 4 pieces. There's 2 applique pieces, which you do get a free embroidery download from AccuQuilt that has 3 different stitches. And then there's a square and then a notched strip. There are notches cut in here so that it sews easily around the square, and boy, does it ever. Once I got the hang of it, which took me 1 or 2 to make, I was doing them in 6 to 8 minutes. I could finish one. I made 2 experimental ones first. First one is stuffed with batting, and I used leftover backing fabric, and I used leftover felt that I happened to have from another project to make this. It was totally scrap. The next one, I actually use poly pellets. You can put crushed walnuts or rice or other materials in it, but I like the poly pellets because it also kind of makes it like a hacky sack now, or a toss game. I made a little animal train made from felt. I used some of the pieces from the zoo animals and the elephants to put on here, and I connected them with just Velcro, and I made 5 of them. Loved it. Felt's a little stretchy, so be careful when you sew it. I then went to foam sheets, and I made a desk organizer, paper clips, rubber bands, perfect, small, easy to do. I then looked at the strip and said, okay, what if I make a book? I can fuse the pieces and turn them into pages and make an alphabet book. I just so happen to have the 2-inch alphabet die that AccuQuilt introduced last year, so I was able to make this book. So once I was finished, I made all the letters, put it together, Velcroed it, put an A on the front, a Z on the back, and I used the spools of thread as the spine. I also made a draft dodger. This is my Caterpillar draft dodger. Isn't he cute? I made a little underbelly too. Basically, it was just a bunch of the strips put together, and where the notches were, I sewed in and out, and it created the little segments in his body. And I put a hang hook, so when it's not so inclement, you could just hang them up somewhere. So versatile, and you can make so many different things from it. I know you won't be disappointed if you get it.
Oh my gosh.
I never would have thought of that. She has so many ideas up her sleeve already. Well, let's give away another die.
Let's do.
Our next lucky person is going to win the Go Pin Cushion die that Mary Ann just showed us some wonderful ideas with. And this winner is Patty C. from Town and Country, Missouri.
Patty, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, you're going to love it.
How exciting.
Yes. Okay. So let's take a look at the pincushion die real quick.
Let's do. Imagine that we have one right here.
We do. So one of the cool things about the pincushion die is that not only can you make our pincushion, but we've got a couple of great applique shapes on here as well. The little spool of thread and a little sewing machine.
Just like your featherweight at home.
I know, it is like my featherweight. And here's a little tip. If you want your sewing machine to face the other direction, when you cut it out, lay your fabric right side down instead of right side up, and then it's facing the other direction.
Yep, and you can pre-fuse your fabric. You have to count that fusible as a half a layer, so if you're doing cotton, you can do 4 layers.
Right.
Now, we're going to just show you really quick how we laid out our fabric right here. Notice we just measured around the shape and just rough cut. You could actually do a strip and fan fold if you wanted
yep,
to.
absolutely.
And then we just rough cut it here. So as it goes through the cutter, it's just going to cut all those pieces. So shall we cut some real quick?
Let's do. Okay, you move that,
I
I'll
will.
move this. Ta-da!
I feel like next time they should give us a bigger table.
Well, maybe. Yeah,
There you
we're
go.
kind of outgrowing this one. So this is a great fat quarter project. You could make several pincushions out of a fat quarter.
You can.
And I, of course, got a little carried away with my fat quarter shopping, so I made several different pincushions.
She did.
We do have free downloadable embroidery for those little shapes. So for the spool, as well as that little sewing machine shape that I love, you've got some free downloadable embroidery to use for that.
Do you know that all of our applique dies that are non-licensed have free embroidery
They
downloads?
do, and in 3 stitches. So that gives you a blanket stitch, a motif stitch, and a satin stitch.
It's all beautiful. All right, so look how easy we cut these pieces.
Perfectly.
All right, Erica, you want to talk how we put them together?
Yes, so this is a really unique die, and this is something very different, and I want to put this so you can see it. This die is going to cut little slits along the side of this strip.
See, I didn't know that, and I had to call Erica and
She
say,
did. She did.
how does this go together? And she said, cut one. And I was
Cut
like,
one.
oh, there it goes.
So you start by sewing this strip together at the ends. And this is another thing that's a little confusing. You got to leave yourself an exit ramp. So you got to have a way to get out of here and turn your project right side out. So you're going to sew in 3/4 of an inch on either side and back stitch. That'll leave you a little opening. And then when you go to sew this around your square, you're going to center that seam on one side and sew up to the corner, and look, that little slit means that you can just stop. It'll wrap around the corner, leave your needle down, pivot, keep going.
And look, if you can sew a 1/4 inch seam, you can make pincushions.
You've got it. That's all you need.
Yep.
So you will want to embellish. If you're doing some embellishing, you'll want to do your top first before you start to put it together, because otherwise it's way harder to sew it together.
Yes.
And then you'll just repeat the same process to sew the other side, and then turn it right side out, and you've got your little opening there, and that's going to be how you fill it.
And we used a funnel to fill ours.
We did. A funnel is a great thing. We've got some samples. I know Marianne mentioned some of the possible fillings. These are the little poly pellets. There
Say
we
that
go.
fast.
Poly pellets that she talked about. We've got some crushed walnut shells. Pam and I both really like using the crushed walnut shells.
Yes. When you put your pins through it in a pincushion, it sharpens your pins. They're super sharp.
And I like a heavy pin cushion too.
I do too.
But you can also use fiber fill, you can use fabric scraps, you can use batting scraps, really
Rice,
whatever you want.
whatever you want.
Yeah, rice.
And I do like a little heavy pincushion.
We both do.
All right. So if you want to see all of the videos that we made, because we made videos for them.
Right.
You can go to AccuQuilt.com/gnome to see our tutorials.
Yes, and so we did videos on all of the dies, so you can find them all there together.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, now today we are offering our very special Gnome Sweet Gnome die bundle.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, first you're going to get the Go Arkansas Traveler die. It makes the 12-inch finished block.
Yes.
The Go Pin Cushion Project die. The Go Gnome die.
Yes.
2 free cutting mats, 6x24 and 6x6. A free 6x24 inch ruler, so you can subcut your fabric, right? So you're not wasting fabric. All of those items together will be $244, but today's event, while quantities last, your event price will be $194. That's a savings of almost $50.
Now quantities are limited, and our last launch party we sold out before midnight. So you'll want to get this quickly because we know this is going to be a popular bundle.
Yes.
So keep watching our show, but to still get your bundle, you can go to the top of the screen and open a new tab, type in AccuQuilt.com/party and place your order. You can also use your cell phone to capture the QR code here on the screen, and it'll take you straight to the website.
It's awesome.
You can also order the dies individually.
You can.
Or purchase them from your local AccuQuilt retailer.
Yes.
All kinds of options. Well, let's check in with our third expert. This is Tammy, and she decided to work with our Go Gnome die to create her challenge project.
I can hardly wait.
Tammy, why did you pick the gnome?
Hey Pam, hey Erica, look how cute this die is. I was so excited to get to play with this. I love gnomes. I decorate with gnomes. My yard's a cottage garden with gnomes all over it. So I thought, hey, how fun is this going to be to bring this into my quilting studio? I can craft with gnomes now. So let's get looking at this little fun die, shall we? It's got 5 shapes on it: the hat, the beard, the body, the nose, and the shoes. So remember, there's shapes on here that's just not a gnome on here. Always keep that in mind when you're working with applique dies, because the possibilities truly are endless. I love applique dies made by AccuQuilt simply for their accuracy. We got our quilter's cotton with this, but we can cut other things with it too. We can cut paper, that minky fabric, we can cut the new cork fabric, we can cut fake fur with it, wool, so the possibilities pretty much are endless. Now, if you're going to use your fusible back to it, you want to make sure that you leave the paper on and you back your layers way back to, like, let's say 4 layers, because that fusible really counts as about a half a layer. This is also a directional die. The hat and the beard all go in the same direction. So if you're going to fan fold your fabric, make sure you have the equal amounts of fan folds, so that if you're going to cut all your fabric up or all your fabric down, you want to make sure, because these two definitely are directional. All right, let's take a look at some of the stuff I made with this die. I've got my 3 little gnomes here, and I'm going to turn this into a little pillow for my camper. But I used the free downloadable embroidery designs. It's an $18 value, so that's a great deal. Every download has 3 different patterns: the button stitch, satin stitch, and the motif. So it gives every one of my gnomes a little different character, right? So did I mention we can cut things other than fabric with this? I think I did. So I made this cute little banner out of paper, and I dug into my scrapbooking stuff. So I used the banner die with the classic alphabet and the snowflakes and my little gnomes, and I also got some of that fake fur, so my little gnomes here have some big bushy beards on them. How fun is this? Well, I'm going to look at this die real quick one more time, because remember, I said shapes. There's shapes on here, and I'm going to focus on this shape right here. I can see all kinds of things with this. Big daisy petals, gumdrops. If you made it out of sparkly fabric and decorated a holiday quilt, you could make gumdrops out of this. Well, I went a step further than that. I created this block, and I'm calling it Color Wheel, and it's an 11-inch square on an 8-inch circle, and I took 6 little colors to make my color palette. So we've got blocks made out of shapes from a gnome. Isn't that fun? So listen, I know what I'm going to make for my holiday project, and I'm going to go get busy on that, and I will check back with you in just a few minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love those. Okay, first of all, I'm totally making gumdrops.
Yes.
For days.
Yes.
All right, get ready, quilters, because we're going to be revealing the final expert projects very soon.
Yes.
And I don't want you to miss that. And wait, I can hardly wait to see who the winner's going to be.
I
Do you
know.
have who do you think's going to win?
I
Do you have
don't
a
know.
favorite?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
All
Well,
right.
speaking of winners, we should give away another die.
Let's do.
Okay, so the third winner is going to receive our adorable new gnome die.
So cute.
And this lucky winner is Michael M. from Rapid City, South Dakota.
Michael, thanks for watching today. We're excited.
All right, do you have a die here?
I do.
Okay, let's take a
Imagine
look.
that.
Oh, imagine
right.
that. Okay, so we've got some different shapes on here, Pam, right?
We do. So let's talk about these shapes. First of all of these shapes come with a free embroidery download at
Yes.
AccuQuilt.com.
Right.
And you can use so many fabrics. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yes.
But here's the gnome hat.
Yes.
And here's the gnome beard. And
Yes.
here's the gnome body or gumdrops.
Or gumdrop.
Here's the nose and shoes. Remember, shoes come in pairs. Though at our house, sometimes it's just you can only
Sometimes
find one.
not so much, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so we cut out a bunch of gnomes, and this is only part of what I cut out. I admit to getting a little carried away.
She did.
So let's get them over here so we can
Okay.
get them really well seen. So a very traditional look with our gnome here, and we've got kind of a mix of fabrics here. So
We
we've
do.
got wool, we've got cotton, we've got flannel.
Yep.
We've
We
got
have some of that monkey
felt,
fur.
monkey fur, real furry. Did you know that you can make girl gnomes?
No, and what is a girl gnome called?
A gnome-ess.
A gnome-ass.
So,
See, Erica knows stuff.
however, we do have an issue because we didn't cut out enough noses. So to
Nor are
look
there
at our
enough shoes. It's like
or
my
enough
house.
shoes, right? So see, she'd have her little nose. How
Yep.
cute is that?
Look
and
how
we
cute
can
she
give her
is.
shoes.
And
And
she's
we made her
super
little
cute.
braids.
We did. We took embroidery. Well, we meaning Erica took embroidery floss, and we meaning Erica braided it.
And then this is the heart from the cookie decorations die.
Look how fun that is.
And look at that, just for Valentine's Day, for a cute Valentine gnome. Pam and I are both big Harry Potter fans, so we love this one. This is our little Ravenclaw gnome.
Now, this is the biggest trick, though, ever that you taught me.
This is. So see how our gnomes are kind of, this one is kind of like a little short and squatty gnome.
Yes.
Well, we didn't want to cover up our fabric, so we kind of stretched it out. So you can just kind of stretch out your gnome and move the beard and the hat up, and that way you have a tall gnome and a short gnome.
Tall gnome and short gnome.
Tall gnome, short gnome.
Oh, I love it. And if you don't have an embroidery machine, don't worry, because we are going to show you some really great ways to just do stitching around it and all of that.
Absolutely. So many options.
Okay.
So many options.
I'm so excited for this. All right, now quilters, we have just received notification we've already sold 35% of our stock.
Oh my gosh.
So don't forget, right now
Don't delay.
Order. Now, we also have some fabric goodies to win.
Yes, we do.
And these selections came from our good friends at Shannon Fabrics and are going to work so well with your gnome die.
Let me move my gnomes here.
Move your gnomes. All right, we are giving 2 lucky winners 1.5 yards of Shannon Fabrics.
So soft.
So soft. It's cuddle fabric. It has gnomes on it. And 1.5 yards, don't you think that'd be great for a back of a fabric or back of a quilt?
Perfect, perfect.
And so nice for the winter time, because soon it will be cold here.
And if you need suggestions, just check with Pam and I. We got all kinds of ideas.
We'd love to show you. All right. Now we're giving 2 of these bundles away. So the first winner of our Shannon Fabrics bundle is Krista from Jackson, Wyoming. Congratulations.
Oh,
I love Jackson, Wyoming.
Love Jackson.
And Ruth R. from West Monroe, Louisiana.
Oh, congratulations.
We're excited.
Fantastic.
That's so fun.
Oh, you guys are going to have fun with that. Well, let's take a look. We showed kind of our gnome pieces and some of the ideas that we had.
Yes.
You can make those gnomes for different seasons, different holidays.
Yes.
You've got the embroidery, so all kinds of options. Just wait till we get to the trunk shop.
Right. And don't forget, quilters, you can go to AccuQuilt.com/gnomes and watch those videos you and I made.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Okay. Now listen, I don't want to wait any longer to see our expert project, so let's get to it.
All right, Barbara, what do you have for us today?
Well, here's my home decor piece. Nothing adds color to a room more than a little pillow. This I made with my 6.5-inch tumbler, my tumbler die, and my Arkansas Traveler and 1.5-inch strip die. So for here you can see there's the tumbler shape, there's shape C, and then I put a bunch of shape A's together to make the border. I made another one with a little bit of bling. Remember that your AccuQuilt cutter will cut other types of fabric too, but just use one layer. What about wool, corduroy, or velvet for your pillow? I hope you like it.
Oh my gosh.
I love those.
I love the little bling ones.
The little bling and the green trees with just the one red one.
Yes. Oh, so great. Hey, Marianne, what did you make?
Okay, quilters, so this is my winter decor item. I created a tabletop piece that can be used in the dining room or on a coffee table, maybe in a family room. I call it my Let It Snow toss game. Now, each of the letters I put on, Let It Snow, and I put a couple snowflakes, so I have 12 in all, and I put a little skating rink in the middle just because I thought it was festive, and I actually used the snowflake die to put some extra snowflakes just because I thought it really completed the design. Now, it's a great looking table piece, but okay, why did I need bean bags for it? I could have done anything. I could have just put the letters on it. So I decided it should be a toss game. Underneath all of the letters are tiny houses and tiny trees, which is part of the die collection that was created by Rico Cato, who is one of the AccuQuilt designers. And she created, it's called Small Houses and Trees. They were the perfect size to fit underneath, so I put the houses and the trees underneath. Inside each beanbag, I put a pocket, and I put a corresponding picture of the house that was underneath it. So now I made this little Let It Snow bucket. I could put it in the middle, and the kids could play a beanbag toss game, and every time they get something in, they would just simply go into the pocket, see what they got, put it on the thing, and they would get a point. So that is my Winter Wonderland pincushion beanbag toss game. I hope you like it.
Oh my goodness, Erica, that would be so fun. I could just see John Robert or Oakley doing that.
Oh, yes.
I just love it.
Fun idea. Well, last but not least, Tammy and the precious gnome. What have you made for us, Tammy?
Okay, here it is, my final project, Gnome for the holidays. I found this fun pre-framed board at the craft store, and I cut all of my shapes out of fabric. So I used my gnome, and you can see he's got a gnarly little fur beard. I used the classic alphabet, the Northwoods medley for the trees, and I used my little home die for my little gnome house over there. And I simply used Mod Podge to adhere it all to the board. So here I've got a cute, fun, holiday no-sew project for my entryway in the house. I hope you love it.
Oh my gosh.
That is adorable. What a great
I'm totally
idea.
going to go make that. I just think
Yes.
it's darling. All right, I don't know how you're going to pick quilters, but you get to.
And luckily, we don't have to. You are doing that.
Now, viewers, the voting is open right now. To vote, you have to be watching the event via the event link received in the email you registered with.
Right.
Find the chat section of the video and look in the bottom right for the vote button. Click on that and select the expert and die combo that is your favorite, and we'll be revealing the results in a few minutes. Do you
That's
have
right.
a favorite?
I think I do.
I do too. I'm excited.
But it's close. They're
It is.
wonderful
They were
projects.
also amazing.
So while you're voting, don't forget to get your event bundle. Now, we're well over 35% of these sold already, so it's specially priced just for this event while our supplies last.
Yes.
That Gnome Sweet Gnome bundle is going to have the Go Arkansas Traveler.
Yep.
It's going to have the Go Pin Cushion Die, the Go Gnome, 2 free cutting mats, 6x24 and 6x6, and a free 6x24 ruler. Now, all of those items together normally would come to $244, but for today's event, while those quantities hold up and last, your event price is $194, a savings of nearly $50.
Quilters, don't forget, quantities are limited, and we sold out of products long before our midnight
We did.
delay of our last launch party, and we're already up to half of them are sold.
Oh,
Yep, we're up to 50%.
Okay.
So go to the top of your screen, open up a new tab, and go to AccuQuilt.com/party, because we're having a party, to place your order. Those of you in the contiguous U.S., if you have a state next to you, you're going to get free shipping on your bundle as well. To get your order in during the show, you can use the phone's camera to capture this QR image, and it will take you directly to our site.
That's right. If you don't have access to a QR reader, you'll want to go ahead, open a new tab at the top of your browser, and then click on the plus sign. At the very top box, type in AccuQuilt.com/party
Yep.
to see the bundle and place your order. That way you won't miss a minute of our show. Now, you can also order the dies individually
You can.
or purchase them from your local AccuQuilt retailer.
Excellent. Don't forget, we have great financing options.
That's
so
right.
see if your plans can fit into your lifestyle. Visit AccuQuilt.com/financing.
That's right.
All
Okay.
right. Now, speaking of our bundle,
Yes.
should we show them some amazing projects they can make
Yes.
if they get our bundle
If they
today?
get the bundle, yes.
Now, maybe Lynn's guest is here and can give us a hand with showing off these
Oh,
amazing
that would
projects.
be very helpful.
Oh, hey, look. What came from the garden?
Let's
Unknown.
see. Oh my goodness. Now, gnomes are not just for winter and the holidays anymore.
They're not.
We have our gnomes in the garden wall hanging with some adorable flowers and just fun.
Just fun. And
fun.
again, we have those free embroidery downloads for our flowers and for our gnomes. And we probably use a strip die to make those cute little
Super sashing little 1-inch finished squares. So strip die or the 1-inch finished square die. You
Yep.
got options. We love giving you options.
Yeah, this would be darling in Ella's room.
Absolutely.
Just saying.
So cute. Thank you, Special Gnome.
Thank you, Gnome. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite projects. And this is our gnome, sweet gnome pillow.
Yes.
Okay, the reason I really, really like this project is because you see how they took the stitching all the way around? They didn't use our free embroidery download, but that's okay, because if
Yes.
you don't have one, you can do this. And there's tall gnomes and short gnomes.
And short gnomes.
This is the Northwoods medley.
I
So
think that
just think it's
really
darling.
adds to the kind of rustic feel to it.
It does.
Now, this one's done in cotton, but it would be wonderful done in wool as well.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you, Miss Gnome.
Thank you.
All
Got
right.
another one.
This one's
Another
really fun.
springy.
This is called Garden Pals wall hanging.
Look at this. I love it.
So we used our cube to make our cute little tulips here. This is our companion set angles that has that triangle in a square.
Right.
And our cute little gnomes and puppy dogs. But Erica, what if you don't have puppy dogs?
Well, if you don't have puppy dogs, then don't worry. We have our Go Calico cat die. So you can have kitties in the garden with your gnome.
You can, or you can put flowers in there. It's just so cute.
It really
I love the
is.
bright colors and the batiks.
It'd be great for spring. Thank
you,
you.
our gnome. All right, next is one of actually my favorite quilts. We use the Arkansas Traveler
Yes.
die, and it's called Home Again, right? Is this what this is?
A graphic garden wall
See,
hanging.
it's a good thing Erica's here.
Well, that's okay. I gotta have a job.
So I love this because it has the black and the white.
Right.
It really accents the negative space. I just think it's stunning.
Now, the Arkansas Traveler isn't a modern block. This is an old block. But when you pair it up with these modern fabrics and this color scheme, you get a completely different look, and we love that.
We do. And think about this in other modern colors. You could do purples or greens or just all sorts
You
of
could
things.
do it to match anything.
I love it. And a great way to use up your scraps.
Yes.
All right, next one is Home Again wall hanging.
There we go. We knew we were getting there.
Okay.
Oh, and a gnome to bring
And
it.
a gnome. All right, so this is, we used our 12-inch cube because it makes a 12-inch block.
Yes.
And the thing I really, really like about this particular quilt is that we added sashing to really kind of break it up. But look how it makes that beautiful line right there.
Right,
Erica.
those cornerstones just pull the whole design. I love how that works.
Beautiful. It's
Half
beautiful.
squares, quarter squares, really
those-
simple to make. You would have this done in no time.
Yeah, and again, colorway, this is a great project to use with our Go Quilt.
Yes.
It's a free program at AccuQuilt.com. So you can take either our colors from our fabrics,
Right.
or you can upload pictures from your stash.
Which is so cool. You want to try that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you, our gnome.
Thank you. These
All
are
right.
great projects,
These
Pam.
are wonderful. All right, next is our Arctic Drifter Table Runner.
And-
the thing I love most about this, Erica, is it doesn't even look like the Arkansas Traveler.
It doesn't, does it?
Right.
So this has got the Arkansas Traveler, and then we've got our 7-inch snowflakes centered there.
Right.
And we're coming up on snow season.
We are. And listen, there's a die for snowflakes. We have other sizes of snowflakes.
Yes.
Only kindergartners and paper should ever cut snowflakes. This is crazy. But one of the things both Eric and I love about this is how it was quilted. It kind of looks like just wavy lines.
Right.
It's just beautiful.
So you don't have to stop and go all the way around all the little intricate pieces of that snowflake. Just quilt over the top of it.
yeah. Though there is
Super
a free
simple.
embroidery download for that snowflake.
Though there is. That is correct.
Thank you.
Okay, so next we're going to talk pin cushions.
Let's do.
And I had so much fun making pin cushions.
did.
So we're going to move our little gnome over here.
Hello, gnome.
Hello, gnome. Here's our love of sewing pin cushion, because we do love our sewing.
We do.
And this is a really fun one. It would work for Valentine's Day or
It would.
just for any time.
It would.
We've also got a fun with hexies.
Hexie's my favorite shape.
Hexies we love. So
Yeah.
this was some hexie fabric,
Uh-huh.
but we accented it with a hexie made from our Go English paper piecing cube.
Right. Now tell them the trick, Erica, about how to attach if you're going to add things to the top.
If you're going to embellish the top, whether it's with a hexie or one of our applique shapes or whatever you're doing, you want to do that before you put your pin cushion together.
Yes.
So it'll be way easier and you'll have it done in no time.
It's so fun. And then we have a last one, right?
We do. So this is our Go Snow Days. And this one's fun. I absolutely adore this batik
Darling
fabric. But we also used a button on this one.
Oh, see?
So if you want to do this and kind of cinch it in the middle like this, you want to go ahead and make your whole pin cushion, stuff it, and then use a really long needle called a doll maker needle. They're about this long to go through and cinch that in the middle, and it gives you a really fun look.
It does. Or you could just hot glue the button on the top.
Or you could just do that.
All right, now, because you joined us today, and thank you so much for joining us
Yes.
today, we are going to give you some exclusive patterns.
That's right.
Okay, the next one is truly my favorite.
Yes.
Truly, truly. Okay, so this is called Gnome in the Castle Wall Hanging. And the thing I love about the first of this is the fabric choices are just great.
Right.
But we used our cube, and it's going to give you those great geometric shapes. Remember, quilters, if you can sew a 1/4 inch seam, you can use any of our dies.
That's
so
right.
Cubes or anything. And then the appliques are great. I like that the gnomes are in different colors. They didn't shop at the same closet.
They really are. This to me is a great base pattern.
It is.
Because you could take this pattern, you could make it seasonal, you could make it gnomes for the whole year. You could have a fall gnome, a spring gnome, a winter gnome. You could make a baby quilt with it. I mean, you could match it to any occasion, any color scheme.
Yep.
Just a great base starting project.
It's beautiful. I love it.
You're going to love it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have our Go Guiding Star Throw Quilt. Now, this one's made with our Arkansas Traveler.
And the thing that is so breathtakingly beautiful about this is that we took that Arkansas Traveler and turned it on point.
Right.
And the thing about turning it on point, it gives it a whole different look, right?
It really does.
Allows those lines to look like they're beads and hanging down. It's
And I
just
love
stunning.
the color scheme,
Yes.
and John Robert would love it because it's got orange.
It's got orange. It's beautiful. Again, a great way to use up your scraps, great way to use up your
Yep.
stash. Use our Go Quilt, change the colors.
Change the colors if you want, but it's just stunning and really fun. I also like the quilting because we've got a very swirly quilting design
Yes.
with a very angular pattern.
Yes. it's
Great
beautiful.
way of play on that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Last but not least, we've got one extra pincushion pattern for you. This is our pocket pincushion.
And the thing I really like about this, Erica, is that you can add, it has those little pockets on the side.
Yes.
So you could take your little binder clips, you could put your little sewing
Because
scissors.
I lose mine all the time.
All the time.
Seam ripper, not that we ever need a seam ripper, but we know we always need a seam ripper, right? So
right.
have that there, and you could make the pocket in a contrasting fabric so it showed up a little bit better.
Yeah.
But this is just a really super handy way and would make a wonderful gift. You could make these for anybody in your guild,
Right.
for a gift exchange,
exchange.
for your quilting
Often
buddies.
people do pincushion exchanges.
Yes,
This would be
this
great.
would be
And
perfect.
I love the fabric. Good
I know,
choice.
I do too.
Good choice.
I do too.
All right, quilters, as we promised earlier, one lucky winner is going to be the luckiest duck, and you're going to win all three of our new dies. Remember, to qualify to win, you just had to register for our event. Our grand prize winner of all three dies, are you ready?
Yes.
Is Marge R. from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Congratulations.
Marge, thanks for watching, you lucky duck. We're excited for you.
We are. So, voting has now closed.
It has.
And now we can see which of our experts has won your vote for creating your favorite project. Now, we'll be getting this pattern up on our website just as soon as we can. So, Pam, would you like to reveal our winner today?
I would love to reveal our winner. All right, ladies, are you ready? Our winner for today for creating your favorite project is Tammy.
Oh, congratulations.
Tammy.
Oh, that was such a cute project.
It's so cute. And I could think like the kids or grandkids could help you make
Oh,
it and decorate it.
yes.
It'd just be fabulous.
Well, we are so glad that you could join us today and help welcome these new dies into our collection. Now, every attendee is going to be receiving the exclusive patterns in the email they use to register for this event.
Right.
Now, our experts pattern will be posted on our website just as soon as we can at AccuQuilt.com, so be watching for it.
Now, before Erica and I sign off, we want to let you know that we're running low on our bundles.
Yes.
So if you want to take advantage of our great Gnome, Sweet Gnome die bundle, you want to order right away. Remember, last launch party, we ran out
We did.
before midnight.
Well before midnight.
This bundle is only available today until 12 midnight Central Time or while supplies last.
Right.
Here's what you're going to get. The Go Arkansas Traveler makes a beautiful 12-inch finished block. The Go Pincushion Project die that Erica loves. The Go Gnome die. 2 free cutting mats, a 6x24 and a 6x6 mat. A free 6x24 inch ruler. Now, all of those items normally would cost you $244.
Yep.
But for today's event, while quantities last, your event price is $194, savings of nearly $50. Don't forget, quantities are limited. So go to the top of your screen, open up a new tab, type AccuQuilt.com/party to place your order. Those of you living in the contiguous U.S., if you have the state next to you, you're going to get free shipping on top of that.
Okay, so to order right now, as the show's still going, you can use your phone's camera to capture the QR code here on the screen, and it'll take you right to the website.
Excellent.
Now, if you don't have access to a QR reader, don't worry. You'll want to open a new tab at your browser by going to the top and clicking on the plus sign. In that very top box, type AccuQuilt.com/party to see the bundle and get your order placed. That way, you're not going to miss any of the last few minutes of the show.
Nope.
You can also order the dies individually or purchase them from your local AccuQuilt retailer.
Excellent. All right, quilters, remember to watch your inbox for our free patterns. It will come to the email you used to register for today's event.
That's right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Watch for new product releases to come your way in the new year. But first, we have some news.
We do.
We are planning a live streaming event on December 1st. Now, this is going to be a little bit different.
It is.
We are going to help you with your holiday shopping and help you get that done. We've even invited a special guest, our good friend Eleanor Burns, to join us.
I'm so excited.
Now, be sure to visit our website for more information.
Also, oh, I'm so excited. Now, we're
Yes.
not done there.
No,
The
there's
next
more.
week, so December 1st
Yes.
is our event. December 8th, we're going to host another event where you're going to be able to rediscover the Mariner's Compass die. So the Mariner's Compass was the product we launched just
Right,
last couple
and
weeks
ran out
ago
of.
And ran out. But we're going to be sharing new inspiration, twice the deals,
Yep.
twice the giveaways, so you're not going to want to miss that one either. To register, visit our website.
That's right. Okay, we recommend that you go ahead and register for both of them
Yes.
now, just so you get your reminders and don't risk missing anything. You can also get to the links right now. And we get it. You want your hands on one of these bundles, so don't worry. We're also going to send out the links to you in a follow-up email. So just check your email in a little bit. You'll get those links. You can get registered for the next 2 events.
Now, quilters, if you enjoyed our program today, I'll hope you join me every Wednesday for AccuQuilt Live.
Yes.
You can watch it on our Facebook channel or on our YouTube channel. It's every Wednesday, 12 noon Central Time. I showcase a die.
Yep.
I have some really fun projects and always some sweet deals. Every Wednesday, 12 noon Central
That's
Time,
right.
AccuQuilt Live.
That's right. And don't forget to watch your inbox for those exclusive patterns. Now, if you've been waiting to pick up your bundle, now is the time.
Yes.
We are going to sign off now so you can go pick up your bundle. And remember, here at AccuQuilt, we are here to help you cut time.
So you can quilt more. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.
We'll see you December 1st.